What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Div's Daily Discussion. Today we are going to be speaking about where Pedro Caixinha went wrong. And as you can see, I've got a Christmas top in right now because, come on, it's nearly Christmas. It's not even December yet, Div. I like Christmas, alright. Today's post notification squad shout out goes to Reese Plays. Thanks for supporting the channel, my man. Continue to watch. If you want to be in with a chance of having yourself featured on the channel in one of my videos, then just comment below that you're in the notification squad, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. So let's get straight into the video. As you guys know, I made a video defending Caixinha after the Motherwell game. However, on reflection, I was truly blinded by the words that came out that guy's mouth. He charmed me. The first topic that we're going to go through right now is Pedro Caixinha's attitude and his promises that were never delivered. It's very well documented that Caixinha wanted to install a winning mentality to the squad, and he also came out in press conferences and said stuff like win or win, that was the only options. And I did talk about that in a previous video, but we did go out and get beat off Motherwell, so winning wasn't an option there, was it? Time after time, Caixinha would give the fans a promise and he would just never ever follow through with it. Follow through. And that is a major stumbling block when you're a manager. That is why I know a lot of managers come out and make bold predictions before the matches and before seasons, but Pedro was known for coming out and being outlandish, being outspoken and just telling the media everything that he was thinking. Another reason was Pedro Caixinha's tactical decisions. He would often make substitutions, I think, wrongly. He would bring off the wrong players and put on the wrong players, would just never get it right. And one that really sticks out for me was when he brought on the Mane versus Motherwell in the semi-final. Sorry to go back to that horrible day, but we Mane, I don't think can cut it at Rangers. I think he's too small. I don't think he's ready for the senior squads. He might be a player down there at Manchester City, but he's a nothing up here. And that's not to say that Nemanja won't go into great things, but for now, I don't think he's a player, and to have brought him on when we were looking for a goal shows tactical naivety on Pedro's part, and this was a reoccurring theme. The third reason has been spoken about by the media and by the fans for a long time, and that is Pedro Caixinha's treatment of the players. He will come out and he will absolutely blast the players in the media like he did after the Motherwell game. But it all started way back when with Barry Mackay. I know that a lot of Rangers fans have got an opinion on Barry Mackay, be it negative or positive. Personally, I've got a positive opinion of him. I think that he would have signed a new contract if it weren't for the manager. Rangers obviously didn't back Barry Mackay, because when you back your top players and when you back the players that you want to be in the team going forward, you do offer them more money. Sorry, but that's the sad reality of the game. Pedro papped Mackay into the under-20s and then got rid of him to Nottingham Forest, to Mark Warburton and Davy Weir for 500k. Since then, Barry Mackay's agent has actually come out and said that Nottingham Forest would have been willing to pay almost double that, over double that for the player. So Pedro ended up costing the club that amount of money. Barry Mackay wasn't the only player, and the same treatment was also given to Michael O'Halloran, but for different reasons. Because of attitude and not playing well, he was also told to go and play with the under-20s. And what did Michael O'Halloran do? Wrongfully, in my opinion, did not show up for that. The third one is definitely the most widely talked about one, and that is the situation with Kenny Miller. Kenny Miller was put out to dry by the manager. The manager basically came out and said, without saying, Kenny Miller wasn't a good leader in that team, and practically told us that Kenny Miller was the person that went and spoke to the media behind everybody's backs. So poor man management was another major factor in where Pedro Caixinha went wrong. Football is a results driven business, and if you don't get results, no matter how nice a guy you are, then you will not find yourself in a job for very long. It's hard for me to look at the results that Pedro got when he had Mark Warburton's team, but if you do look at them, the stats just don't look good. Pedro was the manager in Aberdeen's first win at Ibrox in 26 years, over 40 games. He was also the manager in the 5-1 defeat versus Celtic at Ibrox, one of the most devastating and biggest defeats from Celtic at Ibrox Stadium. Another one that was overlooked by fans, including myself, because it wasn't his team. But then going into his first season, he led the Rangers side, his Rangers side, to a first round qualifying exit to amateurs Progress Niederkorn from Luxembourg. And last but not least, I'm sure I've forgotten others, but 2-0 versus Motherwell in the semi-finals. And finally, the last one that I'm going to speak about is the hypocrisy, the hypocritical statements that he came out with. After the Motherwell game, Pedro came out and said that it was his fault. However, a few days later, he was blaming the players. He said that they embarrassed him, they embarrassed the club, and they embarrassed the fans. I think that he did do this for a reaction. The reaction wasn't there, and he was off-ski. Another one comes from him telling Alfredo Morelos, to calm down on the pitch, to channel his aggression. However, when we played Celtic at Ibrox, he was involved in a conflict with Scott Brown that he actually initiated. Yes, Scott Brown can get in your nerves, he can do your fucking head in. He is a player that you absolutely hate to play against and you love to hate. But for the manager to tell Morelos to keep his head and then he loses his, hypocritical. And there we have it. I think that that's some of the factors that led to Pedro Caixinha's downfall as Rangers manager. You let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you have some more? Thanks for always supporting me. I will see you in the next one. I've been SharpDiv. 2 videos coming your way tomorrow. I'm out.